Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, and welcome back to the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm town. Today we have a lot to talk about, including the situation right now in Spain, Benidorm bars, hotels, restaurants and hosteleria in general, as well as the flight strikes. Are we really affected? Here is Alicante Airport affected, how many flights were cancelled, and in which towns and cities of Spain. Then we'll be talking about touristic apartments here in Benidorm, which kind of new changes there will be happening starting from 2023. And the last news will be about the New Year's Eve in Benidorm. Finally, we have all the details, so those of you who will be coming on those dates will be extremely lucky because the celebration will be just epic. All this together with the latest weather forecast for Spain is waiting for you guys in today's video. So let's start. First of all, let's talk about the situation in Spain. In general, there are a lot of tourists arriving right now, so the streets of all our towns and villages can be seen slightly busier than they were a couple of weeks ago. And obviously, this is also due to the celebrations of Christmas, New Year and Three Kings here in Benidorm. Hotels will be around 70 to 80% full, those of them who are open right now, which is just great. And Benidorm bars and restaurants still have quite a few bookings available for Christmas Eve, or not Christmas already. Geez, Christmas has passed already. Wow, that was fast. New Year's Eve, still have some bookings going on, but they say that you need to be in a hurry because last ones will evaporate really fast and will be booked really soon. For the flight cancellations, you know that there are 3 airline companies that affect Spain that are on strike right now, which is Ryanair, Vueling and Air Nostrum. And Air Nostrum, at least, they did cancel quite a few flights from Alicante Airport, from Granada, Ibiza, Madrid, Menorca, Mallorca, which means Balearic Islands, Pamplona, Valencia, and some other cities worldwide, like not in Spain, but just inside of Europe. Which is Vueling company. They already did not change any kind of flights. They've canceled them beforehand, and they've offered to reimburse all the amount of money, just to give back the money that people have spent on these flights, or to reallocate them for alternative dates if people were flexible with changing dates or changing destination, etc. So all the flights that are right now with Vueling, they are continuing to be in place. They're still valid, they're confirmed. There might be just some small delays, but not more than that. Ryanair company, they're continuing the same way right now. As far as flights being cancelled, not a lot of them have been cancelled, but there are delays. When we did fly to North Spain, there were no strike dates as it is, but even then our flight was delayed for about half an hour due to Ryanair being constantly in movement. So we had to wait until the flight will land. They'll clean it up, all the passengers will go out, and then we were boarding on the same aircraft that still have their engines on. So basically this is how they're operating here, at least in Valencia and Alicante. These are not planes that are just waiting for the whole entire day for this flight to happen. They're just going non-stop back and forth. So not sure if it's really good for the engines or if it's better for it to be like waiting for us. Anyhow, this is what's happening with Ryanair. Delays are almost happening in general with Ryanair. At least for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, sometimes even half an hour. But with the strike, delays are quite probable. But the best news is that no flights as for now are cancelled from Alicante. So people are still arriving, people are still departing. Everything is more or less good, at least here in Spain. The next news that I wanted to share with you all is about the touristic apartments in Benidorm. Touristic apartments are in general an amazing option and alternative for all those of you who are coming with a bigger group, you know, more than 4 people, and you don't want to stay in a hotel, you don't want to have everything like pre-made already, in a sense that you cannot choose which kind of meals more than what a buffet offers, you know, you would like to eat, and you just want to be more flexible. You want to decide, this day I'm going to go out for dinner or for lunch. This day I'm gonna have breakfast at my apartment. I'm gonna just bring some typical Spanish stuff to try on, you know, freshly pressed juice. I'm gonna buy churros on the market. I'm gonna do a Spanish toast, you know, things like this. Or you want to eat out every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is also a valid option, to just enjoy slightly more of Spanish food culture. So in this sense, a lot of people are choosing apart hotels or apartments as it is. Touristic apartments here are really, really popular. Right now in Benidorm, there are around 8,500 touristic apartments that are legal touristic apartments, which means that they have a valid certificate and a touristic number, which allows them to rent these apartments for tourists from all over the world. Apart from that, there are probably slightly less, but around there, illegal touristic apartments, and houses and villas, etc., that don't have a touristic number, but that do rent their properties illegally for tourists. Tourists obviously don't know about it, probably. They feel and think that all these should be like valid and correct options, and they don't even know that it doesn't have any kind of license. So sometimes they get a bad and nasty surprise when they arrive, and if there are any kind of problems are arising. So there are a lot of these type of apartments as well. However, right now, Benidorm, starting from 2023 already, just in a couple of weeks, just in a week's time already, wow, they will start a new plan to control the noise in touristic apartments. We're not talking about touristic villas because these are more independent, so there's not going to be such a harsh control for noise. But touristic apartments, since you have neighbors on the top, on the bottom, maybe from the left, from the right side, so there is slightly more control over noise because neighbors of Benidorm have been having a really, really rough time in terms of coexisting and co-living in the same building with some of the tourists, because not all people respect that there are people who are living there the whole entire year that have to go to work the next morning or have children sleeping, you know, and they were just not keen on coexisting in the same space, which is why right now there's going to be a new brand that's called Respectful Apartment. This is going to be a new certificate that apartments will be getting, which means that they have a specific system installed inside of the apartments. I've been telling about it for you guys like around half a year ago maybe, and right now it's already taking place. This is going to be a new system that will have a specific noise collectors installed in the apartment and in the like noisiest places, obviously not in the bathroom or bedroom, but probably more in the living room. And these detectors will have a specific noise level put in there. So once you go higher than this level, there's going to be an automatic alarm beeping inside of the apartment. So like this, the tourists will know that they are exceeding a maximum amount of noise allowed for these times of the day. And they will be able to deactivate it just by lowering down the noise. If this alarm will keep beeping and it will be keeping happening, and in around 25 minutes, they will not be stopping the noise, then the automatic night concierge will come to place physically and will let them know that please, you've been not taking into consideration the noise rules. So please stop it. If not, then police might be involved. But usually that's not the issue. Usually people understand it. And this has been tried already in Valencia, in Madrid, in Barcelona, and in Malaga, surprisingly. And in all the vast majority of cases, people were really respectful, really understanding. They knew that if they are inside of a big building with neighbors, there are people living in there as well for full time, like all the time, all the year. So they need to be slightly more respectful with the noise that they are doing, especially during nighttime. The majority of small amount of issues that there were happening were mostly really loud speaking, loud television at night, or parties, or like just music in the apartment. But after this alarm went on, people knew that they were might be disturbing others, so they quickly just turned it off, and the noise level was okay. Let us know what you think about it. I know a lot of people might say that it kind of rests the fun, you know what I mean, of coming to Benidorm as tourists of renting an apartment because you cannot do what you want. Technically, it's not the case because you can still rent an independent house, you can still rent an independent villa where you can do all the noise that you want, obviously respecting the norm that after 12 midnight there is a level that you need to respect, but at least you don't have neighbors on the top, on the bottom, on the left, on the right of you, so you are more flexible with it if you are planning to do some parties or celebrations slightly with more noise than usually, you know. And if you are coming to the apartment, if you don't want to make any noise, you just want to enjoy and relax during your holidays, that's not going to be any issue for you guys in any case. But this is a new norm. How do you feel about that? We're really interested about your opinion. Let us know about it here in the comment section down below. And now let's talk about the last news, the New Year's Eve in Benidorm that will be happening already this Saturday. This is gonna be the best New Year's Eve in Benidorm for years and maybe even decades. This officially will be just the I'm so excited of what it's gonna be. Just wait a second and you will know which kind of program Benidorm has, and it's just spectacular. First of all, I really want to say that a lot of bars and restaurants are starting to adapt Australian New Year, which kind of means that they're celebrating during the day when it's in Australia, when New Year hits in Australia. They're celebrating it here, when here it's about like midday more or less. So more and more people each time are celebrating New Year on midday like in Australia they do. And afterwards at night they're just going to see fireworks, and it's like more relaxed atmosphere, which is why bars and restaurants, not all of them obviously, but like more and more each time, are offering celebrations during daytime, and they choose to close down at night to just spend this time with their families, relatives, loved ones, and actually welcome the new year 2023 with the people that they love and cherish, and not stay working up until that hour. Although some of them still do prefer do it a traditional way, which means opening up slightly towards the afternoon, evening time, and then stay open up until like 3-4 a.m. up until people are inside of their establishments. Obviously they need to ask for licenses for it, but usually that's not an issue. So menus for New Year's Eve, guys. Menus for New Year's Eve right now cost starting from 60-70 euros if you are going to a bar or restaurant for a New Year's Eve menu. Depends on if it includes any kind of entertainment, if it includes like free bar of drinks, etc. But starting from 60-70, you can already get a New Year's Eve menu. If you're going to a hotel, the things change drastically. In a hotel, it's a double of price because obviously it includes the entertainment. And it's from 150 euros more or less, which is quite a big price, slightly bigger than they've had last year, I must say. How New Year's Eve will be starting in Benidorm? First of all, on the Levante Beach, there's going to be a massive party. The municipal hall is calculating that around 15,000 people will assist to it. Just imagine that. And on the whole promenade of the Levante Beach, there's going to be 5 giant TV screens, LED screens, which will retransmit directly the campanadas, which are basically countdown for a new year. There's going to be a lot of music, DJs as well. There's going to be a lot of fun going on these 5 biggest platforms all around the Levante Beach. Afterwards, after the countdown, there's going to be a record firework in Benidorm. They say they've never made such a huge giant firework as they did this year. Last year it was okay, it was already big after a whole pandemic thing, you know, people went to celebrate. We filmed it last year as well. So once we'll celebrate New Year here, it's going to be really nice to compare previous year with this one's celebration, how different they were, because I kind of feel that there's going to be a huge difference in there. So we will have 5 giant screens on the Levante Beach starting from the evening with live music, with retransmission of a countdown. They're going to be giving out cotillon, which are like small bags with like confetti and things that you blow and it just makes sounds like woo. you know, and like with hats in here, just something fun, you know, to do like this, maybe some kind of LED sticks, I don't know. They're going to be giving that free of charge, as well as 12 grapes. Here in Spain, traditionally, once the New Year is coming, once we do the countdown, we need to eat the 12 grapes, 1 grape per each countdown. So this is what we'll be doing on in here. It's going to be given free of charge for all the people who will be near these screens. So bear that in mind if you want to celebrate New Year in Benidorm the traditional Spanish way. And this is not everything. At 1 a.m. at night, all those of you who are British, all those of you who want to celebrate it in a British way by British hour, you will be able to do so, because at 1 a.m. they're going to connect directly with the Big Ben and celebrate it once again for all those British tourists, British expats who are here in Spain and would love to do that as well. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be probably incredible. So make sure you don't miss the videos from the New Year's Eve in Benidorm. And now let's talk about the weather in Spain. What is waiting for all those of you who will be here for these holidays? Let's go. Oh, the lovely weather in Spain. Right now in Spain, there's just a little bit of rain on the northwest parts, but all the rest is sunny. You can see right there, by the way, behind this mountain, there is the Benidorm skyline, which I will show to you in a second. And all the rest is sunny, nice and warm. The best news about this is that even on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, we'll be having an absolutely amazing weather. Right now here is around 20 degrees on the sunshine, so we're even walking just with a normal dress. With some people are wearing t-shirts as well, and typical shorts plus slippers, which is also the case for tourists especially. But why not? The weather is just gorgeous. You can see right here how the skies are looking like, and Benidorm skyline right there. Wow, this is definitely record temperature for Benidorm during Christmas Eve and New Year. At some points, we've even hit 25 degrees in Alicante, which is simply incredible. And this weather will be here for the whole entire week up until 1st, 2nd of January. So it should not be raining. The sun will be here, so you will be able to sunbath, get some tan and vitamin D as well, and enjoy this amazing blue sky. Thank you all for watching today's latest news update. And by the way, I have a really important announcement to make shortly here on the channel. This is going to be something special that I've been planning for a while already, but didn't have a chance to do. And now it's finally happening. It's a brand new service that I will be giving for all those of you who will be coming to Benidorm or surrounding area. And it's a huge surprise for all of you guys. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe here on the channel, because shortly I'll be posting a short video about what changes will we have in our channel Benidorm by Ana. I'll see you then. And in a new video from Benidorm on a Boxing Day tomorrow. Bye!